I'm smoking my Jake Hackert short smoke that I got from Bosco Piper. Well, I say got, I bought it from Bosco Piper. And going by Ronin Piper's advice, I put in some slightly dried out, I'd say dried a little bit. I don't know what the terminology is, help me out here. Some Virginia full flake, what's it called now? She's really creeping me out, staring from the doorway. Well, no, you can stay there, you can say, I'm sorry, it's only like a little mouse. What is it? Full Virginia Flake by Samuel Gawith, and left it to dry out for a little bit. And I'm getting some nice sweet Virginia flavors in that. So now, a couple of things. So the first thing is, I'm not happy with YouTube because I like putting cool music on my videos, and depending on who the license holder is for copyright, they limit the playback and prevent it playing on mobile devices. So, and all of the views these days are on mobile, like 90% of them. So that means if you see it pop up, you can't watch it. Now the other thing is, I guess I bored Mumsy. The other thing is that dropping matches everywhere. Is that I've been, you know, wanting to get out of the house and like enjoy being out somewhere. And relax, you know, enjoy a relaxing, slow, relaxing, flavorful smoke, right? And the problem is that in the evenings here, it's been pretty windy, and you can't smoke anywhere inside. So literally, my gums right now feel like I've been drinking boiling water. My gums are all burnt, but this is perfect. You see, this is a perfect smoke. There's a very light breeze. It's like barely noticeable, and I can taste the tobacco. It's not burning like too hot, turning into nasty tasting steam and making the pipe taste bad and charring my mouth out. It's not a battle. I mean, there is a joy in pipe smoking. There is, definitely. I have my coffee here that I made in a French press. My English friends laugh at me. They go like, you know, it's called a cafetiere. French press is an American-made term. I think I've passed the point now where I'm more American than English by years of living there. No, I'm coming up to it this year, going to 2018. It'll be 50-50. No, is that right? Around December 2018 will mark a 50-50 point of my life spent in America. See, I don't mind. I guess I didn't pack it perfect. I rubbed out the flake. It's just a little dry. I think that's due to my packing and puffing and talking. But it's tasting and smoking nice. I don't have many pipes right here, so I have 3 pipes and a basket pipe that, like, the wood got a bit burnt, so it smells and tastes bad. But it was good for a day or two, and so I'm really rotating these pipes far more frequently than I should. I should give them a full week to dry out instead of 1 to 2 days. And they're all really in the breaking in stage. So these matches are, I like lighting pipeline matches, but and it doesn't matter, you know, like if I'm not going to be smoking where it's windy, then matches are fine. And I don't want to smoke where it's windy because every time I do, it tastes bad. It's a bad experience. So these matches got wet. Did I mention that? They half light and then fly off at you. Okay, so 38 pence for a box of matches. I've gone through close to 4 of them now. Call it £1. So if I do that 20 times, or 24 times, that's the price of a pipe Zippo, the only pipe lighter that they have here. I'd like an old boy. So I quit drinking 7 months ago, and God, it's difficult to socialize without drinking in public. There's only so many times I can go into a pub and have cups of tea. Actually, that's not true. I can get a cup of tea every time I go into a pub. But it's not the same as in my party years, when I'll go in and just like be chatting with everyone in there, and it's very easy to have friends if you're a bar social butterfly, especially if you're liberal with buying drinks for people. Friends in quotes, right? Did I say friends, or just some social activity? This video is going to be a bit more raw. I guess I'll edit it on the iPad and maybe add some music to it. This is a festival hoodie I got in Arizona at a EDC, what's it? Electronic Dance Music, EDM festival called Gem and Jam, at the tail end of the world famous Gem show. If you like precious stones or high-end jewelry, or giant, like from tiny little crystal rocks to fossils to giant, like 100 or in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. What's the name from giant gemstone rocks? Geology and whatever. I actually bought some petrified wood for my house years ago there. These giant, weighed 450 pounds, this one piece. It wasn't even that big. It bottomed out the suspension of the car. I should have had it delivered. But anyway, I was at this music festival with multiple stages and all sorts of booze and hippies, and it was way cool. A friend of mine came in from Florida, and he knows the artist that makes these, so I met him. And it makes a good little windbreak if it's not crazy windy, and it's like way cool. It's a little hippie-ish for me, but I like it. It makes me look like a druid. Tasty, cool smoke. Some good Lavazza coffee. I'm a bit of a coffee snob, and I like my coffee, you know, I have a certain types of coffee that I like. I like local roasters. And then I'm big into keeping the beans in the fridge and then in a sealed container, and then grinding them fresh and putting it in a glass Pyrex sealed container until the grind's used up. And then French press, I would like to get a Bialetti. I think that's the type, you know, where it's pressurized from the steam from the bottom. But traditionally in aluminium, and I'm not so sure about the health aspects of cooking or like having that much liquid that's been made in aluminium every day. I know they do stainless steel versions. Bialetti, I think it is. Bialetti coffee maker. And gives a more rich creaminess to it. Somewhere between French press and an espresso, but you know, kind of like restaurant grade. So anyway, I found that here the best coffee that I can get that stays fresh, that's pre-ground, is by Lavazza. It's like perfectly sealed, you know. It has this like, takes a breath when you open it, because like there's absolutely like, it's vacuum sealed, and it goes it sounds like it's letting out air, but it's actually breathing it in. And then I put it in a sealed bag and in a container in the fridge. The other thing is, making this coffee conversation, is the grind. So I find for the French press, the grind in most of the coffees that I've been buying here in England have been, and I've just been going to a regular supermarket like a Sainsbury's, no gourmet place. Actually also Waitrose, I noticed the same, but most of them, the grinds are too fine. The grinds are for espresso. So it ends up tasting like chalky and leaving a real thick sludge in the bottom of the French press cafetiere. And so I find the Lavazza is a little bit thick of a grind, maybe just a hair less than I grind it myself, and it's working great. So I'm very happy out of the ones I've tried. Sometimes you get a good deal on sale too, and it's a bargain. My favorite out of Lavazza is the Qualità Oro. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. And this one is the Rosa, and there's another one that I tried that's got more chocolate notes in it, which was also nice. But my favorite is in the gold. It's in this real bright golden red packets, and it's Qualità Oro. And the grind is better for me in the French press, and flavor is great. The worst ones are these big, like bags where the coffee all moves around and it's stale. Every one of those, and you're paying a lot more money for it. Like even these gourmet coffees, I find that the coffee's already like gone stale by the time I brew it. It's not fresh, doesn't have that fresh smell or taste to it. Not like when you make it yourself, grind it yourself, and not like Lavazza seems to in their sealing packet, sealing process. The other one that's sealed well is Illy. But in England, I find it's just stupid money for a tiny amount, and most of these stores only carry the espresso grind. It's too fine. It's a waste of money. You're paying double the money for it. But you get a nice little tin afterwards that you can put pens and pencils or other coffee in. I watched some very good new videos in the type community. One from Germany. I don't remember the names of the channels yet, but he talked about a tobacco called Fayum Cake that looks really good. I'm going to order some. And it's interesting finding the right tobacco for the pipe. It does make a difference. Catch you guys later.